residents of this city and a claim of responsibility for setting fire to a police car that is used to protect this city. As the investigation continued, and I want to note, not only were we joined by the other investigative agencies, but the hard work of the Homeland Security investigators of the Atlanta Police Department, dozens of citizens responded to the request that we made this morning to provide video and to assist the investigators that will be moving through the neighborhood. And as a result of that citizen support and the work of the investigators, probable cause was developed that we believe that the two arsonists involved fled to 501 Harper Road Southeast shortly after the arson took place. We presented our evidence to a judge late this afternoon, and the judge concurred that probable cause existed. And shortly after that, the Atlanta Police Department Apex unit executed that search warrant at the residence behind me. And as we speak, the residence is being processed by investigators of this department, investigators of the FBI, investigators of the Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, and the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. We've also been joined with support from the Secret Service, as well as the State of Georgia Arson Control Board. As part of that investigation, a person of interest was developed. That individual is not here, but is currently being sought for questioning by the Atlanta Police Department. I want to note a couple things here. We are not going to allow, as a police department or a law enforcement community, this city to be held hostage to fear and intimidation through fire. In the last 72 hours, we have served 4 search warrants, collecting evidence of a series of fires that have taken place. And on Thursday morning, we took into custody an individual we believe and have alleged to be a key participant of those arsons. The citizens of Atlanta they are residents of a first-class city, and they deserve and should expect first-class first responders of their fire and police department. In an attempt to use fire to incite fear to stop the building of a training center that is vital to us being a first-class city protected by first-class first responders will fail. And the citizens should know that. And this very small group that has committed these fires are being held accountable. We've been in their homes. We've been collecting evidence. And while we have one arrest, other arrests are coming. And I want the citizens of Lakewood Heights to know that your police department and our partners at the federal and state level have been working all day for you. Investigators that I saw on scene at 4:30 this morning are now in the residence behind me. And the citizens of this city not only should expect first-class first responder services, but a police department and its partners that are equally committed to ensure they are protected when individuals use arson to cause them to be afraid. And so I want to again thank the men and women of the Atlanta Police Department, particularly our Homeland Security unit led by Chief Spann, and the many officers that came out to join the neighborhood canvas that were out of field operations, and the citizens who are remaining nameless today, but we would not be standing in front of this house collecting evidence of where the two arsonists fled if it were not for citizens of this very neighborhood assisting their police departments. And there's probably others that are watching this press conference that continue to have information. I encourage them to continue to report that information to Crime Stoppers, which is 404-577-TIPS. There continues to be a reward up to $200,000 for information leading to the conviction of those that are starting fires right here in the state of Georgia. We'll open for any questions that you all may have at this time.
Who's renting the house? Is he the resident or just somebody that lived here?
That information will be provided at the appropriate time. We do contend, and we have brought before a judge this afternoon, that the two arsonists fled here, and there is someone associated with this house that we are wanting to speak to. They can contact us at the Atlanta Police Department. They're more welcome to come in if they would please come by and answer our questions.
The arrest that you made, was it Thursday, or are they associated with them?
I think the investigation will show in the future that they are associated, sir. That's correct.
So 2 arsonists fled here, but you're only searching for one person right now, or
we have a specific person of interest that we want to speak to.
Is he or she one of the 2 people that fled here?
We believe the investigation will bear that likely one of those individuals did flee here, ma'am. Yes, correct.
But the car that was burned, was anybody in there, or what was the circumstances do you think around the fire himself?
I mean, you read the posting yourself, sir. This is a group that have, for now almost 2 years, set dozens of fires trying to intimidate the politicians of this city, the law enforcement of this city, as well as contractors to stop building the Public Safety Training Center. They took claim for that fire today. What does it mean to the citizens of Atlanta? That's $80,000 of your taxpayer dollars that will be used to replace that vehicle. What does it mean to the citizens of this city? That's a neighborhood that is deprived of its police officer and its vehicle until that is replaced. And so when individuals are attacking our ability to even train police officers and firefighters, and now they go after the equipment that the existing police department uses to keep Atlanta safe, that their true intent of these individuals is made known. And this police department will not for one moment rest until we hold everyone accountable. And I want to thank our federal and state partners who have been here all day long. Even before the sun came up, our federal and state partners were with us. And as the sun set on Atlanta, Georgia, those investigators remained hard at work in this city and now stand behind me collecting vital evidence, which we believe will allow others to be brought for justice in a court.
The podium, you got anything?
I'm good.
Can I just throw out, why not just drop the lawsuit and or the appeal and count the ballots and have the referendum? Because I believe that people have said that the reason that they're doing this is because they feel like their voices aren't being heard.
Ma'am, I'm a law enforcement officer. When people set fires in the city, they will come and deal with the Atlanta Police Department, the FBI, and the ATF and the GBI. Our job is law enforcement. Our job is keeping Atlanta safe. So folks that are starting fires, that's who I'm having a conversation with. And we are going to continue to arrest them, and we are going to continue to hold them accountable. Arson is wrong. Arson is a crime that puts lives in danger. And this department will not tolerate that.
Do you think he's fled the state?
You know, obviously he's not here, and we're seeking him, and so we would ask him to come in and answer our questions. We're not going to give the name right now, but that individual certainly knows who he is.
He's known to y'all?
This is an individual we're aware of, yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you all.
For more information, you can visit atltrainingcenter.com, and you can go to the APD, atlantapd.org website, go to the news section, and all media updates will be there. The 911 call from the fire earlier today over on Greendale, as well as photos from the officers are on our website. You can see them there. That's atlantapd.org.
All right. And thank you, Shadow. You and your team have been doing a phenomenal job today. I appreciate our public affairs unit.
Thank you.
And you all be safe in the rain tonight.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.